What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel for another episode in the 3-T series where I'm attempting to play every single course within GSPro. Hopefully eventually more and more keep coming and I keep getting further and further behind the 8 ball in terms of getting through these, but I'm trying to play all the courses by playing 3 holes per course, as the name implies, mainly the 1st, the 9th, and the 18th. As for today's video, we're actually doing a course request here from a new subscriber by the name of Struggle Swing Golf. So shout out to Struggle Swing Golf. We're playing Firekeeper Golf Course. This is in Jackson County, Kansas. Course designer is the famous Run Pud Run. Judd does an amazing job. Everything that he gives to the GSPro community. Awesome course designer. Great dude. Struggle Swing Golf said, check out Firekeeper in Kansas sometime. It's 2.5 hours from where I live. Haven't played it in real life, but I played it several times on GSPro. Pretty sweet course. And by the looks of it, it does in fact seem to be a pretty sweet course. So real quick, part of the 3-T, whatever course that I post in this series throughout the week, Monday through Sunday, whatever is the most popular, based just on the viewership, I come out and do a full 18-hole live stream for that particular course. So if this one happens to be one you want to see a full 18 holes at, just helps by liking the video, leaving a comment, sharing it with a friend, that kind of stuff. But let's get into it. Very cold. You can probably see my breath. Oddly enough, it seemed like you couldn't see my breath. It's been colder out here before. I do have a propane heater going now, just on low. I don't know if maybe with that extra heat, it's making, for whatever reason, I can visibly see my breath a lot more than I used to. But, I mean, kind of is what it is when it's 28.5 degrees in the garage. So kind of is what it is, but it does feel pretty good. If I just, granted, I walk back and forth a lot and I kind of move around, but if I were just to stay right here and hit shot after shot, it does feel pretty good being in front of the heater. It's like right over here. You guys can't see it purposely, just so you're not looking at that for the video, but I have a carbon monoxide detector going, don't worry. So as far as like exhaust fumes and all that stuff, I do have an eye on it, and if we hear that thing start beeping, I'll have to turn that off and maybe take a break and go inside. But let's see if we can get through these 3 holes. So first hole, par 4, 390. I always do the course recommended settings, and this one I debated. I mean, it's so cold. I haven't been hitting it great. I haven't swung a club in a couple days, but I just did the furthest back tees like I always do, so we're playing the blacks. I figured I was debating moving up like a tee box or two, but it's not really going to matter. Wow, this is a crazy, look at that green. That's a crazy green. I figured the tee box is not going to matter a ton. Try to be usually even par through these 3 holes. I can almost guarantee that's not going to happen right now. But let's see what we can do. Aim over here to the right, and let's try to hit a draw off this somewhere 250 plus, hopefully. I've been messing around. I've been doing all the different live streams and stuff, and I messed around with the GSPro sound settings. I think I tried to put them back close to where they were, but I think I have them too loud. If you guys can hear those birds coming through the projector in the background, I may need to adjust that. But I've been switching around so many different things between doing these videos by myself, doing live streams by myself, doing the vertical live streams, scrambles, that kind of stuff. So I'm kind of all discombobulated in terms of the settings that I should be using or used to use and where it used to be. But in any event, 390, par 4. .142 ball speed, 239 carry raw, 243 in the game. Kind of a sizable spin access to the left, but we did get it to draw, so not terrible. Hit up on it 4.3 degrees. Again, using the Square Golf launch monitor here with GSPro like I always do. TP5 balls. This new update has been awesome. These are still, actually, believe it or not, I've hit hundreds and hundreds of shots with these same 3 balls. If you guys are new to simulated golf or just getting into it, or maybe even if you're a veteran and didn't quite know, apparently if you, instead of just using the same ball over and over, you chew it up, and apparently it heats up when the ball is getting stopped in the screen, so you crack it a lot quicker. So what I like to do now is have usually about 3 balls to just a sleeve, and I try to do my best to rotate them in between shots. They seem to last a lot longer, but I've been using, these are still the very first 3 balls that I took out of that box. The dozen that I bought on Amazon, and there's still, I mean, there's some of these rectangular shape things that are a little bit worn, But I mean, all in all, they still look pretty good. If you were to find this ball on the course, you would say, wow, that's still pretty new. Obviously, it's not dirty or anything, but these things are holding up really well. In any event, 130. It's going to come out a little bit left. It's up about just shy of 4 yards. So usually, I'm going to aim over here to the right. Usually this would be a pitching wedge. Pins in the front. I'm going to go choke down 9 just because of the environment of cold and tight and everything that I have going on. So I don't think I'm able to swing it quite as quick as I normally would if it was about 40 degrees warmer in here. But let's hit a choke down 9, see if we can stick this green. It is a pretty, I mean, assuming Run Putt Run does an awesome job, maybe Struggle Swing Golf can let us know. He said he hasn't played this, but I'm sure he's familiar with it. If this first green is an accurate representation. It looks like they're almost connected. I wouldn't be surprised if that's another hole's green over there to the right. You can kind of see it on the mini map, and you saw it on the flyover, but it's weird that they're kind of connected in between, and it goes all the way over there, unless that's just this hole, and then the greenskeeper can get really, really creative with where they put the pin each day. But choke down 9. That's going to go. I took too much off it. Not terrible, but a little bit short. I saw the 118 carry from the square. I mean, we're in a pretty good spot for a birdie putt, but would have liked to been a little bit more on that, especially with clubbing up an entire club. But let's see if we can possibly roll this in. I just played, so this is the 3rd video I've done. I try to come out here by the time of setting everything up and bundling up with all my layers and whatnot. I try to take advantage of the time where I come out, so I don't try not to just do like one video when I come out and then break everything back down again. So this is my 3rd one that I've done, but I did the GSPro ballpark first, and then I just did a Greenskeeper's Revenge course, which was insane. So this is actually, I'm like, oh, this is a pretty easy putt, comparatively speaking, to what I just did about 5 minutes ago. But we'll aim here, and 17.9, but it's up 5 inches, so it's going to play 22 feet 9 inches. Definitely, obviously, nice if this goes in for bird. It's not breaking that much. It's breaking more left to right at the start. But honestly, if I just get this inside the inner circle and get a par, I'd be pretty happy with that. I don't think I hit it enough, and I did not. Oh, man. First time playing out here in a couple days. It's been so cold. Yesterday, I woke up, and it was 5 degrees outside with the real feel of -5 degrees. So, 1, I need a little bit of break. I've been playing a lot out here. But 2, it's just been way too cold, so I can definitely feel a little bit rusty. I took the square out. If you guys saw a recent live video, took the square inside and used it on the indoor putting green. I don't know, maybe if that is messing with my speed control just a little bit, but that wasn't even close. Now this needs to go for par. We'll go left center, 5 feet, playing 6 feet. All right, we got to drop. Same. If I would have put a little bit more on that, we would have had the par anyways, but that feels good to get that to drop for par. Wow, look at this tee shot. This is narrow. So, even through 1, 2nd hole, 9th hole, par 4, 410. This would probably be a pretty daunting tee shot playing. I mean, I have no business playing these tees really here, or definitely not in real life, but pretty daunting if you happen to be on that tee box and seeing those narrow trees lining this beginning part of the hole. I'm going to try to play a draw again. Luckily the tree here on the corner is a little bit shorter. Hopefully I can get it launched up and over that and then drawing back. But in order to play the draw, I do have to kind of aim a little bit more right. Let's see where we can go up here. Right there would be ideal, but that brings more of the trees into play. We'll try it. Actually, you know what I should do? I gotta remember to do this is definitely for like shots like this. There's a hotkey how to do it too. I don't remember what it is, but move the tee location. Like you would do this on course if you were trying to play a certain shot shape. you would move your tee location over here to the left just to give yourself a little more clearance. So got to remember to do that more often. All right, here we go. One, I got to hit this. Two, I want to get back over here in front of the heat. Well, tried to play a draw. We aimed right. Granted, it's not like off the planet fading, but it was a baby fade. It was actually pretty straight. I wish I would have just aimed down the middle for that type of shot. Square only had that at 89 side spin to the right. 2-degree spin axis is basically almost as straight as you could possibly hit it. I wasn't trying to do that, but puts us in the rough, unfortunately, versus having that draw back into the fairway like I was trying to do. 151, up 5, and we're out of the rough. So 156, and then 6% is probably going to be another 8 yards or so. So usually that would be an 8-iron, but I'm going to club up to the 7, and it's going to come out left. So I've been trying to work on drawing some of these shots. We'll go there, hit the 7, hopefully. Worst case scenario, if I hit it really good, it'll be backside of the green just off the back. But see if we can get it up here. That was really toey. That felt terrible. It may work out. That felt terrible. That kind of hurt my left hand. Not horrendous. But considering it was a 7-iron, that was pretty bad. That only went 146 raw carry from the square and only 138 in the game. Rolled out to 146. That's usually like a choke down. I mean, granted, it was out of the rough, but usually that's like a choke down 9-iron type of distance. Leaves us, though, with another birdie putt somehow from these furthest back tees. 10 feet, 11 inches, up an inch, which will play a foot. So 11 feet, 11 inches. It's not breaking a ton again, so we're just going to go just outside to the right. And let's see if we can get an 11-foot, 11-inch putt here. I don't know if I hit it enough, and I didn't. I mean, another par. That's fine. We're even through 2. Better than I expected. It's frustrating when you hit something like that where I knew as soon as I hit it, I didn't hit it enough, but it is kind of cool on a shot like that, or a putt like that, rather, that when as soon as you hit it, you know that you didn't hit it enough, and the score actually picks up on it and accurately reflects that. Same thing with that poorly struck 7-iron, but it is cool, both good shots and bad shots, that the square is actually doing its job here and doing a really good job of picking up and matching what the type of feel is for the shot. Wow, so this is 18th hole, another crazy hole. So almost a dogleg left off the start, and then basically a dogleg right from there. Really cool bunkers. So what does it want us to hit? It has drivers selected. All right, I guess we got room. We'll go here. There's a pretty fat landing area. Another one where, with that tree there overhanging on the left, you would move this over and then give ourselves a little bit more room, start it a little bit further right, and got to make sure that I draw this and don't lose this out to the right on top of aiming right. This is a cool course, though. I would assume. I mean, 1, 9, and 18, the reason why I pick them, I feel like 3 is a good number to show you guys a bunch of different courses, and a lot of times, at least courses that I played, some of the more scenic, memorable holes are on those type of holes, which is why I picked those. But I'm sure, based on these like pretty crazy layouts for the greens and fairways and whatnot, I'm sure the rest of these holes here at this course are probably pretty cool as well. Well, I told you guys I wanted to draw it, and that definitely drew. That's more of a hook with negative 24 spin axis to the left, but we're in the short stuff, and at least I didn't lose it right and leave the face open. So club path wasn't too bad. 2.6 degrees into out. Usually, if you can, you want to be like 3 degrees either way. And face to target, it was a little bit open, but I don't know if that one. I don't know if face to target of. I mean, I guess it still would. You got to match up the face angle and then the club path. So I guess it still would be able to draw. I don't know. Anyway, 277 somehow on that with the rollout. 231 from the square, 252 in the game, 277 total. I've hit worse. 181 left, up 6. So 187, that would usually be a well-struck 7. So I'm going to club up to the 6 in this May once again. Not quite get there. I could honestly probably hit a 5 right now. But we'll aim out here, try to put a decent swing on it. Worst case scenario, run it up there within like 20 yards of the green. Have a little 60 degree. But it would be nice if I'm able to stick this. Oh, that's going to be way left. So toey again. Just get over that. Ooh. Well, I got what I wished for. Maybe I was better off in the bunker. So 180 carry. It's not terrible. It didn't go anywhere with a 6-iron. It's still not great, but we're in the deep rough. I don't know if this is better or worse than being in that bunker. I thought I was maybe going to bounce through it a little bit, but 18 yards. We're on a downslope, which is fun, and it's going to come out 10.1 degrees to the right, which is kind of a lot. So we're going to have to aim left. Deep rough is usually right around 21%. So on an 18-yard shot, that's going to be 4 yards. So we're up to 22. Probably have a feel just so I get out of here of about, I don't know, 23, 24, 25. We're going to have to aim over here to the left. 60 degrees. See if we can just get out of here. 23. Sit. All right, that's not too bad. I mean, it's basically the shot I wanted. We got it out. I hit it 23. That was right what I was looking for. Granted, either a little bit more spin, so it actually wasn't even too bad. It came out 82% speed and only 49% spin. Kind of is what it is out of the deep rough. That would have probably sat if I was in a better lie. That would have sat inside the inner circle, but for that, I guess that shot, I probably just needed a yard or two less. But beggars can't be choosers. So we do have a putt. This is makeable for par. It's not really doing a ton. It's down a foot, so 6 feet 11 inches playing 5 feet 11 inches. Probably go right center, right edge, and try to hit what feels like a 5-foot putt. Hey, we dropped it in there. That went way better than expected. I'll take that all day long. So, from Firekeeper Golf Course, I do really like that they added the course designer. It would be cool, maybe just right underneath that, if they did the location of it. Just so I always have it written down over here on a piece of paper. But I mean, they have space. It's cool that they added the course designer underneath the course that used to not be there before the latest GSPro update, but maybe in the future they could add the location as well. But from Firekeeper Golf Course in Jackson County, Kansas, course designer Run Pud Run, and this course, the reason why I'm playing it comes courtesy of the newest subscriber, Struggle Swing Golf. Also a YouTuber getting up and going, so go check out his channel. But appreciate the request. We ended up with even par through the 3 holes, so par on 1, par on 9, and par on 18. Somehow from the furthest back tees. With we're up to 29 degrees. We're creeping up there in the garage here. Take a look at the stats. 3 pars, nothing else besides that. Longest drive 278, average drive 270. Can't say that too often with those numbers, but ball speed was still kind of down. 143 pretty much. Total putting 13.66. 5 putts, about 20 minutes. 2 out of 3 greens in regulation, and 2 out of 3 fairways. Usually, if you guys hear me, especially the ones that I haven't been playing great, I always start these and finish these by saying I want to be ideally even par or better through the 3 holes. We did that, and then usually these stats, I try to be small sample size of these holes, try to be at least 2 out of 3, if not 3 out of 3 on both of those metrics. So I'll probably end up calling it quits as far as videos go. Ended on a high note. I do think I'm going to try out, give the propane heater, turn it off, give it a little bit of a break, go inside, and just come back out after about 5 or 10 minutes maybe and see if it smells really strongly like propane. Maybe I'm sensitive to it, but I do have a little bit of a headache, and I had a headache before. But I mean, you would assume as long as that carbon monoxide detector is working correctly, it's plugged in over here, that it would be going crazy and beeping if we were in some issues with fumes and exhaust and whatnot. But hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Shout out to once again Run Putt Run for the awesome design and Struggle Swing Golf. Like I always say, shout out to the members of the channel. If you guys are curious, the reason why you see usernames at the start and end of every video is because I have 3 membership options available. If you guys would be so kind, I would greatly appreciate if you would consider becoming a member, joining the channel, and any of that additional support is greatly appreciated. It allows me to dedicate more time to this, come out, do more videos for you guys. And plus you get to see your username. You get cool badges in the live streams, which I'm planning on doing after this. Some cool other perks, but you can check that out by clicking the join button. But appreciate the members. Shout out to you guys for watching. And like I always say, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys at the next course.